Ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's locked. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown, Wazoo! And they strike first.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football. So something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. They're working that left side.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation across his face and then secures the catch.
Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length.
An interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lemon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Now adjusting. Finds a man on the right. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the move, it's Singleton. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going.
There he goes. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas.
Going for the big play. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorn. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Coming out with it, it's Hardy. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now getting...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. If you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lemon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This is
looking deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Makes the grab. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Smith wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Boston.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got a man. It's Tate. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Making side adjustments here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they've got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got his man downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Quarterback keeper. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Smith dropping to pass. Touchdown, Washington State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage off?
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Aguilar. Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. He'll get rid of it. Makes a grab in the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. On the run, it's Hardy. Got enough for the first down. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Smith wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Royer. Turns it on in midfield. Speeding down the left side. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington State.
Oh, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position. And
he wants to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw, it's Aguilar. Deep shot for the end zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Smith dropping to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Just refused to take it out of reverse. Got caught for the safety, and he might spend some time on the bench after that one. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Got room to work. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make it.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
They get to him as he throws. Connection to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Now on first down from the 40. On the ground, it's James. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Smith wants to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It's complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, the fullback's not going to run deep routes, and he's not going to be a speedster or blazer, but keeping you honest, making you defend the whole field, everybody on the field. Just keep working, and maybe the big fella will get you something later.
Rush is on him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Throwing to the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Myers on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The give on the option. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab deep. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Longhorns! They move on top here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Snapped it in the shotgun. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
That's a decision I think the head coach is going to be questioned about after this football game, because you could have just tied the game easily with an extra point kick. You went for the lead. You come up short. Do you have time? Can your defense get you the ball back to give you an opportunity to win this one?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Smith dropping to pass. Touchdown, Wazoo! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
He's looking to throw. And this will be caught as they convert the 2.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Going over the top. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
They just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's not afraid to go deep. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late, that's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Rides to back and leaves it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
got the first down and more. At the 45 on his way. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Hardy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hand off from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Washington State ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
On the run, deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown. takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find the man. And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions, and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Tate. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, please.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Cougars moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Unloads to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. To the air, it's Hurts. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now improvising. Working that left side down. And they pick up just a few on that completion. they were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So you
pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in defense, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback run up to and sacked at the 12. Washington State going quickly.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Smith dropping to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Tate.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun on third down. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tiger! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you can see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Smith wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Royer.
tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they
makes the grab down the right side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in. And you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. And that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Unleashes one deep. Into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Smith dropping to pass. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's going to run it. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Washington State has it all working right now. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Washington State lines up quickly. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Boston. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Let's it fly. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
Man, Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making...
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Smith wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Now, I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on 4th down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him.
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
And the Tigers want to move quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He wants to change this route. Smith dropping to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here.